People been blowing it up, and it's like, I'm only 1.5, so I don't want. It's not so crazy, but it is a big deal because it's just like a step, and it makes me happy that I get to treat my family. But I feel like the way that I have money kind of took away a lot of my happiness. My bitch gets in here, my bitch is right there. It just made me feel like, wow, am I ever gonna find real love for me? Like, is anybody ever gonna love me? And I just be feeling like, sometimes I even catch myself like telling the guy that I'm dealing with, like, you don't love me. You're not in my shoes.
Well, I mean, I could relate. I can't wait for you to get killed. And it's like you read this and go, like, whatever reason, man.
Well, I'm gonna make research on you, and I'm gonna see what. Cause all you do is really ask questions.
People blame me for everything. Every bad thing that happens in the world is my fault. Everything, everything everyone says about themselves in my interviews is my fault.
Y'all got money, y'all famous. And so, like, now I'm kind of in their shoes. And it's like, I know why. The peer pressure, the critics, it just drives you kind of like insane.
But I've learned to just not read comments, not read replies. I separate myself from it and I just focus on the work. And it's made me happier by doing that. Have you ever just said, okay, I'm just going to take a social media break for a week?
Yeah, but even if I don't see the comments, I still have that pressure that I feel like I got to succeed to show them. Because I'm already here. Definitely, because, like, you could do more things that you wanted to do. I remember when I was dancing, my goal was, by the age I'm 25, I know I'm gonna have $100,000 in my bank account, and I'm gonna buy a house. I'm gonna buy a 3-family house, and I'm gonna flip it, and that's gonna get me out the strip club. And now it's just like all the business ideas that I have is driving me crazy because now I could do it.
I separate myself from it and I just focus on the work, and it's made me happier by doing that.
I'm going to always be known, like people going to always recognize me. So there's no turning back. So that peer pressure, sometimes it drives you insane. You know what I'm saying? So many people, like before I had 2 or 3 people then wanted me to lose. Now I have thousands of people that are expecting me to fail, and I cannot fail because I have to prove them something. So I don't have to read it. I already know.
You can disagree with it if you want to. Yeah. But money has nothing to do with your happiness.
As someone who's been dead broke and now has, fuck the watch, you have a bank account, you have savings. Do you feel that you're happier right now than when you were broke or not really?
Sometimes. It's a sometime thing. Like, it makes me happy. It makes me happy that I'm able to afford what I want. So that pressure, it gets so overwhelming that it just, you just overwhelmed. But
Well, but what about the part of, when you talk about money may not bring you happiness, but you could look at your bank account and say, I'm not worried about my bills for the next 6 months, the next year, the next 2-3 years. Like I could focus on focusing on the things that I want to focus on as opposed to, I got to do this to make some money. And you start making better decisions when you have a certain amount of savings. Mm-hmm. And you seem like the happiest person in the world at that moment.
It wasn't like, I was happy because it's like, who don't be happy when they get new stuff? But the thing is, I was happy because a lot of people want to stay trying to play me. Because I always talk about, shmoney. Like, I love shmoney, but I don't show it off. Like, you barely see me taking pictures with money and everything. So a lot of people want, like, calling me a broke bitch. Because I always used to talk about my struggles, so people like to call me a broke bitch. I'm going to give him the benefit of a doubt. Man, and when he became president, I was like, well, we stuck with him. And then, bam, he's just going to surprise us and do good things as a president. And it's just like now he's getting me upset all over again. Because first of all, you're starting things. Why are you looking for problems with them people? Why? Why are you looking for problems with them? Why? Why are you not so focused on things like that? Us with our tax money, immigrants don't, and then it's so offensive to me. Like, I'm not Mexican, but I have seen Mexican carpenters outside like at 6 o'clock in the morning waiting for a van to pick them up to work.